Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to Watcher of Realms with RAZAAK. Today I'll be showcasing this hero since I've unlocked him through just lucky summons, I guess. Lucky or unlucky since I have him at an Awakening 1. I did get 2 copies of him on my last summoning session. Something that is lucky, something that is unlucky. He's definitely a hero that you want to have. I would say since he is a much better mole is what I've found. And he works so well with the Lord right here, this one Lunaria, because she can actually give him extra range. Look at this Lord skill. Faction allies attack ranges are also increased. Fantastic synergy between these two heroes, and I just love the fact that he becomes like an immense, you know, threat against enemies very far away. And he helped me unlock the gear rate to 15, which is insane for just a 2 weeks account that I have. Haven't booked out his skills really, other than the very early one, since I'm trying to save some of this dust to eventually max out my Morrigan. So let's carry on with RAZAAK. He has fantastic range. I think his ultimate is incredibly strong. 700% damage to enemies in range. So once they're in there, you click it, can go all the way to 1000%. I think that is key. His A1 is an AoE damage, so that's what makes him so good for that specific gear rate 3. Then he also has this incredibly good passive where after Ocean Clutch ends, enhances the hero's talent, increasing the generation chance of soul eating fish upon each attack by 25% and its quantity by 2. All right, and then also this soul hunting auto that he does. All right, each kill he gets, he generates 2 soul eating fish. Afterwards triggers 1 time every 30 seconds. That's what his awakening boosts. And of course he has the XP mastery, and that's why I use him also in the XP raid. So the very first place you want to be using RAZAAK, it's obviously your XP raid, and I will make a brand new team with him right now, since I do have Wrath also maxed out. That gives me a huge potential to start out strong. But what I think is I'll put in Regulus first, so he blocks 4 enemies, and then I'll start dropping in the high damage dealers. I think RAZAAK is also pretty good here because of that AoE attack he has. I'll show you guys his stats at the end, I would say. So I'll start placing in my AoE damage dealers, looking very well here. And I want to place Wrath down next, so he blocks those extra enemies just in case. Look at how everything is beautiful. And then eventually I'll drop down my Twin Fiend, and I think that's gonna be it basically. Look at the ultimate right now, slap right there, insane amount of damage. If you saw it, you managed to see the numbers there. RAZAAK hits for so much. Look at that, 1 minute 6 seconds. This is my fastest time to clear it. So when you do times 3.5, if you have the privilege card, which is insane by the way, privilege card, it's such a pay to win mechanic. Honestly, it's pay to, because you only can buy it, and it gives you that extra bit of a, you know, fast raids, but also the extra loot. Kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, RAZAAK is amazing. And let me show you his stats. He's not very well geared. My account is brand new, so the gear that I have is not the best. So if you look at it, I do have some mythic gear, but it's not, you know, optimal. He is not exactly at 100% crit rate. Attack speed is kind of low, but his attack overall is at almost 11,000 right there. 2.7 seconds attack interval, so every time he attacks. I think this is much better if you try to boost it up with more attack speed, but that is more end game. But then considering his big AoE attack with his ultimate, which he gets up very quickly, maybe boosting crit damage just to give a big burst of damage to that big area of effect that he can apply that damage is the way to go instead of attack interval. So I'll be testing things out as I improve my gear slowly. But right now, since we had the gear enhancement, I boosted him up as much as I could. There is some gear that I could boost a little bit up, but like an example of this one, this ring is not a really good one to boost to 16, since it only has crit rate and everything else does not benefit in RAZAAK. Like, it doesn't have any attack flat in there, no crit damage. So those are the stats that you're looking for items you're taking to 16, right? So I didn't try to get a set on him, but what I'm looking for is crit rate, attack speed, attack bonus, if I can. Yeah, these stats right there, especially chest piece. It's kind of easy to get the attack bonus and attack, I've been finding at least. And then I have this amulet right there that rolled well for the crit rate on the 16. And then attack bonus here, crit rate, attack. Not the best, you know, items to get to 16, but I wanted to boost my stats overall. His skills, I would say he will get the maximum benefit eventually when you max him out, but it is difficult to acquire everything, especially when you're just playing for 2 weeks. Okay, so let me show you what he can do in gear rate 3, and that's where he shines the most. Right, gear rate 3, I haven't tried 16 because I think I need more as well in there. But the thing is, you need to if you can, well, if you have her, this affects everybody within the same faction. Okay, if you've got marksmen that get boosted by the lord, it is insane, and getting a lord is very, very difficult, is what I found. And your comments have been like that. It's like, oh my god, you're so lucky with the lords. I mean, it's all RNG, guys, and there's a few legendaries in the game right now, so I guess you get a higher chance to get them anyway, because the loot table is so small. When you roll the summon and it's a lord, it's gonna be very small chance to actually get one that is good and benefits everyone until they introduce more and more heroes, which they will for sure in this game. So moving forward, let me show you my auto fight team, since this will be a lot faster. But look at the right screen where RAZAAK is fighting and how he just completely controls the whole right part of the screen, where there's multiple of enemies. So once I put him down, you'll see the extended range. This is from the Lord skill from the epic. You don't even need to put her down to benefit from that, but all my marksmen here benefit. So once I have enough of the cost available, I'll put RAZAAK down here. There it is, and then he starts smacking on that right side of the screen and just taking out 10 enemies at the same time. The boost here from Power of Dominance is of course there, but that's how I cleared it. So I cleared it without that, obviously, and he just makes it way quicker now. So once they're out, I'll be using his ultimate, I believe, on auto. Look at that big smack, just not letting anybody survive. But the next stage has the left side as well. That's why I believe I need more to just clear the left side, and then I'll have RAZAAK on the right side, and I should be okay for this one. But look at this, the gear 8-3 pushing very easily with RAZAAK, and that's how I've been getting my mythic gear. I've been using him in other areas as well, but this is where I found his most utility. All right, place this guy here, RAZAAK there. That's what I've seen many people do, is they place their units like so. So I've just been copying that, honestly, and trying to see. Yeah, I can place another unit here. Should I place? I think I'm gonna place a healer here, just to help everybody out. Let's see, RAZAAK there smacking on the boss. All right, let's put it on a 2x speed. Should be okay now as we move forward. So the boss will do his big shield anytime soon now. I think under 4 minutes. I think 350 or something is when he does it, and that's when I should be proccing everything that I have, actually. But we should be okay at this point. Yeah. All right, look at the damage going. Nice. Can smack him here with the ulti. Nice. Now I want a big shield before he attacks me. Oh, did the shield expire so quickly? Yeah, that was my mistake. Meteorite impact. Ooh, big damage there. My healers are going crazy. Saving my ultimate. I think it's 250 when he does his next one. So after this meteorite impact, yeah, 250. I just proc all my ultis. I think that's the way to go, honestly. There's no other way around that. And then you go with a big burst of damage, and that is basically the clown boss, right? And I'll be saving my big shield for after he comes back and he does the roar. Ooh, all right, we are doing okay. And then just saving up my ultimate again for the final time he does it, and I wonder how much more damage I'll do. So the most I've done so far was 1050 or something. Yeah, there it is, the final shield. Maybe this will be enough to give me the 1 key. We're pushing, we're pushing, we're pushing. Yes, okay, nice. I want to see the damage overall in the end. I think my Wrath will be the highest. My Twin Fiend, they have the best gear that I have at the moment. But I do think that RAZAAK will also have some good damage here. So let's do our healing. Make sure that everybody... We're looking for 2,100, right? I think so. By the way, I need to find a clan that kills the boss now. So now that I'm doing the maximum amount of damage, hopefully, come on, close enough. Wow, that was so close in terms of the damage. Because it's 2,100, or is it 2,200? We'll see. We'll see in just a second. 2,135. I did 10% of the boss's health. 2,100. Okay, good. Nice. Let's have a look at the data overall. And look at that. 4 million by Twin Fiend. Morrigan did 3. 2.1 from Wrath. And a solid 1.8 from RAZAAK there. Honestly, because of Twin Fiend, my Nocturne does a lot of damage on the clan boss, and I've built him so he has so much attack speed that it's crazy. He procs the true damage a lot. That's why he was a little bit higher. But there's RAZAAK on the clan boss. I don't think eventually, once I optimize my team more, I don't think that RAZAAK has a place on the clan boss, but there he is and how much damage he does. I think clan boss is very much straightforward on what you do and what you're and how you're facing it. But you guys get the idea of RAZAAK. And I've also been using him in arena. So let me skip that. I'll get it in a second. Oh, almost. We just pick those up. And I'll show you guys my arena team, which I'm hating this rotation of the arena. It's kind of difficult for me. Even with Wrath does not survive at all. I've seen people use healers here, so I'm not even sure the optimal arena heroes. Maybe healers is the way to go. But let's have a look. I do use RAZAAK, but I drop him down right at the end. I do use 2 defenders. I'm not even sure if this is the optimal way to go. It feels like it's not. But these rotations of the arena, I'll get used to them. I'll find the optimal way. Some people put in the melee heroes right here on the top. But what I do is I put in 2 defenders down because there's so many enemies, and I try to block them from hitting my nexus. So I just put in down the lower cost units first. So it's Morrigan, Twin Fiend, and then at the end is when I place RAZAAK. But because there's not many enemies right now, it doesn't really affect my my overall progression, okay? Because RAZAAK will only be very good when there's like 6 enemies down, comparing him to, let's say, Twin Fiend, right? That's why I place him at the end. But he is in my top 3 right now in terms of where I choose to place down heroes. I'll place in Morrigan, Twin Fiend, and RAZAAK is just amazing. And then boom, big smack over there. And yeah, this guy, he got overrun by the enemies. That's why I placed 2 defenders. I've tried different compositions so far, but we'll see. We smack them. Round 1. Okay. We should be closing in to the end right at 23%. These guys will not go through. They have very high defenses, by the way. That's why my hits here are not so great. And then my defender dies. One of my defenders dies. And then I should be okay. Looking at 100% so far. Look at that. Okay, we beat them. And then the 2 enemies that are left alive here, they should be hitting on the boss, on the nexus. And that should be it. That should be it. Lovely. Okay, we gotta win. So I'm boosted in our rating there. I try to do my arena whenever I have it. But there's RAZAAK in arena as well. Overall, fantastic hero. I think his ratings are rightfully so. In the tide right now, I didn't feel like I need to use him in the tide at all. Because, well, there's no reason to. It's very easy until I think level 80 or 90 is what I've read about it. And the XP rate is obviously where you will be using him for sure to get that extra 5% XP boosted. Gear rate 1, again, I'm stuck at the certain stage that I'm at, so I don't feel like I need to showcase him, but he has very big AoE attack, and that's what you want to be benefiting him from. And especially if you have some other faction lords, there's one, I believe, where the further away you are, the more damage you do, which is quite insane, and he benefits from that. He's just a much better Mole. Not that Mole is not great, but if you have RAZAAK and Mole, you obviously go for RAZAAK first, I would say. Unless you want the utility from Mole, which is when you have him awakened 1, he freezes with his ultimate. Alright, so that was the video, guys, on RAZAAK. Let me know what you think about it. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.